Hey YouTubers, Rob here with looking at another Commodore 64 game. This time we're looking at Solar Jetman, which is actually was a game that originally was not released back in the day. It was being developed and it was pretty much cancelled at the last minute. It was a conversion of the original NES game, which was being developed by Rare. And what essentially happened was this conversion was started, and along with a number of other conversions, to 16 bits and other computers. When it came close to release, based on the sales numbers, they decided to pull the plug on the conversion. This was done by Software Creations, who've done a lot of great games back in the day, and was essentially found that one of the developers had the full copy of the game on discs, stored in their house, and uploaded it to the Games That Weren't website. I will link that in the description for this video, and you can actually read the whole story and grab the game yourself to have a play. It's actually really good. It's a fun. It's a follow-on to Ultimate's original Jetpack and Jetman games, but it takes a lot more from the sort of approach of, say, Thrust or Gravitar, where you've got the gravity and you've got the little ship flying about. It's actually pretty interesting. So I've just started up on the first level. There's actually a rather nice little intro that comes up with some music when you come in, and it's also got a password save system, which you can see on screen now. So I'll dive in. First thing is the controls are really little non-standard for these kind of games. And I've just got that's the first thing is you say you've got 4 lives, and your lives are you have both your ship and your pilot. So control wise, you use left and right in the joystick to rotate, fire to activate the thrusters, and up to fire your ship guns. I'm guessing that's because the game's sort of a lot more about exploration than outright combat compared to, say, Thrust. So because of that, you really need much quicker control over the thrust of your ship, of your little pods, probes, whatever they are, than over the weapon systems. So controls are really nice and responsive. Graphics are kind of nice and clear. First thing we do is we need to fly down to the bottom of this pit, and we'll find the first add-on for our ship. This one, we'll need to take it back to the ship we launched from. Once we do, it'll give us shielding, so it'll make the game a little easier. I've not really played that much of this. I've just sort of checked it out before, so a lot of it is still kind of flying blind. I just noticed. So we drop this off. Let me press enter. I guess that's the same thing why the shields are down on the joystick to toggle. You kind of need those a fair bit as you move around. So what happens when we get this diamond? The other thing I actually do like is that you can sort of clip the terrain with in this case, the diamond, compared to, say, Thrust, where if you clip the terrain with the pod that you're carrying, all did not end well. Alright. Go to the pod. Oh! Oh, wow, that was a lot. That wasn't good. That could have ended pretty nastily. So, continue exploring. Kind of like the fact that it's yeah, it's a slow-paced game. From what I understand, conversion-wise, they did actually chop the levels down a bit. So the maps aren't one-to-one with what was on the original NES game, and it's just an aftermath of the fact that keep the memory being that there you go. So in that case, now we've been destroyed. Rather than just immediately lose a life and have to respawn, you've ejected. So we go back and get reserve. We got our reserve ship. I don't know. I don't know if that was an intended bug or just something left in during development. But instead of having, like, you can sort of see I lost ship. You can sort of see in the status bar below that I had 3 ships before I docked, and now I've got 4. So I'm guessing that it's something left in from development. But to be honest, alright, that seems to be inactive. Ooh. Let's get back to base. Come on. Okay, so now we've found the first piece of the warp ship and moving to the next stage, I guess. Again, this is this is actually about the furthest I've played through. I haven't really sat down and given this game much of a good, solid play. But now so the idea is we explore, find the pieces. And here we go, so we've got upgrades. So we've got our engines. I'm hoping that means that we're more efficient on fuel. And we've got a mapping device, time bombs, homing missiles. Alright. Okay. Well, it looks like the planet's larger from the diameter, and it's got much stronger gravity. So we could obviously... Alright. As we move when playing this, I can see really why the game feels like it would really feel good with kind of controller you'd get on an NES, where you've... Oh wow. Wow, wrestling that damn ship here. Alright. See if we can have better luck in collecting that. This piece. Gravity feels feeling really weird at this point. It's like it's pulling me away from what I... come on, up. Okay, we've got movement. This is... Okay, come on, go. Something about this planet, it's certainly a lot tougher than the first one. Actually, it almost feels... So yeah, we've got to fill that fuel tank, which is that gauge, and we've also got to find the part of the warp ship. So... Perhaps the efficient engines aren't giving us... Alright, hoping those boosters will help. despite playing the game out, I'm still finding myself confused with those controls. Like, sometimes I've been finding myself hitting fire, expecting to fire the ship's guns, rather than, or my astronaut's guns, rather than... That's something I have to get used to now, to not double tap. Because I hit the thrusters instead. But yeah, I have to admit, really heavily this game. Oh! Oh dear. There's some more fuel which we need, so let's grab that. So missing that point, we'll need another tank of fuel. We'll need one more tank. Looks like we picked up. Looks like by all means necessary, we've also picked up another piece of equipment. So let's dump that in. So, I don't think there's much more to say about this. I mean, I think kind of game where it's rather involved. It's a rather good challenge. I'm rather enjoying it. It's just been one of those ones where it's like, ooh, the jump in difficulty between the first and the second stage was a lot more than I was expecting. I mean, overall, yeah, it's kind of sad that it's definitely sad that this game didn't get released. And I think it's just a sad reflection that, you know, 1991, 1992 was really the time period, at least if you're looking in the United Kingdom, which is where this was going to be. It's sort of that time period where the commercial side of things started falling apart. Publishers slowly but surely were cancelling games. Well, it looks like an extra life, but I can't seem to collect it. So yeah, and to see this not come out is definitely a sad indication. It's a great game, and if you're interested in sort of curios, if you're interested in curios in the sense that, you know, something that could have been, definitely check it out. I mean, it's great to see that the game was found and preserved. It's a cool little piece of history. So I think that's pretty much... This stage I'm not sure there's much else to say. I think I'm utterly lost on this stage. And I feel like I'm going to come back another time, and when I'm not recording, have a much longer playthrough. One I'll definitely keep playing. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I look forward to bringing you another game shortly.